focused on negativity or crap, right? Then do you start to have like negative things happen in your life? So can we all agree that how you think is probably pretty darn important? So today I get to go over some of that stuff with you. And this is one of my favorite trainings. And I'm going to, let me pull that up. All right. So it is time to fight. And you're like, Tiff, what are you talking about, right? Like, I'm a lover, not a fighter. But it is time to fight. We got to get off our butts and get to work, okay? Because fight is an acronym. Fight means to contend in a battle or physical combat, to put forth a determined effort. I like the second part, right? To put forth a determined effort. What are you doing on a daily basis that's going to change your life for the rest of it? So who are we fighting, right? We're fighting the financial industry. If you have not been on an appointment right now, who's been on appointment the last week, raise your hand for me. Good, right? If you have been on an appointment, I apologize. You know that the financial industry is really hurting the American people, right? So we're fighting against that. We're fighting against corporate America. Who wants to wake up and do 40 for 40 for 40, right? 40 hours a week for $40,000 a year for 40 years of your life. We're fighting against that. We're fighting tradition, right? How our parents and grandparents, how they live doesn't work now, right? Pensions don't exist. Companies don't honor you and appreciate you. It doesn't work the same way. You used to be able to raise a family on one income really long time ago, right? You can't do that anymore. We're fighting mediocrity. We're fighting our own mindset. We have been brought up in a society, right, where we're told what to do. Think of a school. Did you know when your kids go to school, a bell rings, or when you went to school, a bell rings, and that told you to go to the next class, then a bell ring told you to go to lunch, then a bell ring told you to come back to lunch, and a bell told you to go home for the day? Does that sound familiar to being an employee? We were brought up with a certain mindset. You got to fight against your own mindset to succeed here, right? But what are we fighting for? You're fighting for financial independence. And now that's different for all of us, right? Crap, that's different between me and John, right? So you got to figure out what your financial independence means to you. And then you got to work like heck to get there. So you got to master the fundamentals. That's why I love Saturday morning. This is like the nitty gritty of it, right? You got to have a weekly urgency. You got to treat every single week like it's month end. You got to be a goal setter and a goal hitter, right? Shanika, when you set a goal and you hit it, do you feel good?
Every time.
Every time. Now, Jim, I know this never happens, but if you knew somebody who set a goal and they didn't hit it, they would probably feel pretty bad, right?
I think they'd be at least disappointed, but yeah.
Right? You'd be disappointed. You wouldn't feel good about it. So you got to be a goal setter and a goal hitter. And how are you guys treating this opportunity? Somebody told us this our first 2 months in the business. And I think it changed how we looked at this business. Are you treating Primerica like a hobby, a part-time job, a career, or a business? Because if you treat this like a hobby, you will get paid like a hobby. Does anybody know what a hobby pays? Nothing, right? It's fun. You enjoy doing it. It makes you feel good, but you're not making any money. If you treat it like a part-time job, you will get paid like a part-time job, which is not a bad place to start, right? That's what attracts a lot of us, that part-time money. But if you treat this like a career, you could get paid like a career, right? You could make some good income. But when you make the transition and start treating this like a business, and what I mean by that is Primerica is no longer a thing you do, it is a part of who you are. And if you're like, Tiff, you sound like a crazy person. I know it sounded crazy to me when we first started too. But it does, because you're out and about and you run into somebody and you prospect them. That wasn't your working hours, right? But you're like, man, that person rocks. I want them on my team. When you're out at some event and somebody's talking about retirement, like your little ear pops up and you're like, ooh, right? You start treating this thing like a business, you will get paid like the multi-million-dollar business opportunity that it is. All right? So I stands for improvement. Now, if you're anything like me, you're like, oh crap, I got to do some other stuff, right? But it's okay because it starts to get fun, right? So what are you doing daily to get better? What are you doing to self-improve? We were told we had to read, right? Does everybody love to read? Raise your hand if you love to read. John, your hand should be up. John loves reading. John is a much more fun person to be around when he's reading. It's crazy. Like Alan can tell you like, oh, John, you haven't been reading enough. Or John, man, you've really been reading because his whole mindset's completely different, right? Audio. What do you listen to? Turn your car into a university. I love when I get into Jim's mobile command center and he has audio on all the time, right? He's getting better every single day. Think and Ink. I love Think and Ink because I love schedules. I thrive on them. If you don't thrive on them, start to use them and I bet your business will do better, right? So on a scale from 1 to 10, where do you rate yourself in it? How often are you reading? How often are you listening to audio? How often are you doing your Think and Ink? I think it inks twice a day, right? Morning and night, and then you use it all day long. Give yourself a score. Don't tell me what your score is. Give yourself a score. Tell your trainer. And then study the business. Get on appointments. Use POL, right? Drill for skill. That's what's great. I'm going to go going through this so we can get some drill for skill because that's good stuff. G is goals. Are you a goal setter? Do you have daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals? Do you have yearly goals? Right? We do something called the 7 Fs. If you don't know what the 7 Fs are, ask your trainer. But if you do, when's the last time you looked at yours? We're in May. Have you picked up your 7 Fs since December when we wrote them for 2024? They should be in front of you all the time. How committed are you? Do you wake up every single morning thinking about your goal? Do you have a game plan to accomplish that goal? Or are you just kind of going through life and hoping that, you know, things happen? That's called a wish, not a goal, right? H, habits. What are your daily habits helping you do? Are they helping you get ahead or holding you back? I'm gonna give you a book to read. All right? Atomic Habits. That is, I think, my favorite book that we have read so far in this business. Atomic Habits talks about building habits that are helpful, right? That are helping you succeed in your life. They tell you how to align habits with other habits you already do, so you change your bad habits into good ones. It's like they Jedi mind trick you into having good habits. It's amazing, right? I've always been told it takes 21 days to create a habit and 7 days to break it. I'm going to tell you a secret. That's BS. It does not take 7 days to break a habit. It takes 1. Because if you let yourself off the wagon once, you're like, oh, well, it wasn't too bad. Nothing really bad happens. I'll just skip it today. And then 2 days become 3, and 3 days become 4, and 4 become a month, and a month becomes 6 years. And you look back and you say, what the heck have I been doing? Consistency is key, right? Another one is a 5 a.m. club. That's another book. John likes that one a little better. He's much more of a morning person than I am, right? But what are you doing every single morning? Are you waking up at the same time? How do you start your day? Do you start your day by making your bed? It's one small success that you're putting your day on. Instead of starting your day with failures or headaches or tiredness, start your day with making your bed and you've already accomplished something. Doesn't that sound a little bit better? It's silly. Thank you, coach. You gave us that one. And then rate yourself. What is your discipline level? And T, thinking. The 6 inches between your ears are the most important thing. They're also one of the most difficult things to deal with, right? We talk all the time that Primerica is a people business, but the hardest person to deal with is the one that stares you right back in the mirror, right? So are you letting other people rent space in your head? These are 2 of our favorite quotes, right? Outwitting the Devil says, your only limitation is the one in which you set upon your own mind. What are you telling yourself every single day? Are you telling yourself how great you are in this business? What a great closer you are, how good you are with people, how you know everything, right? How everybody wants to work with you. Everyone wants to be your client. Do you make money every day? Do you tell yourself that? We tell ourselves we make money every day. We woke up to a nice little paycheck this morning. Love when that happens, right? So what are you telling yourself every single day? And then don't let negative and toxic people rent space in your head. Raise the rent and kick them out. We all deal with negative people in our lives. Wait, doesn't mean that they have to stay in your life though, right? Sometimes they're people you really love and you can't cut them out. Like one of them might be a sibling of mine, right? So I limit myself to my interactions with that person. I limit my conversation topics with that person, right? You can do that. I'm not telling you cut out your mama, because your mama's probably wonderful, right? But maybe they don't understand what you're doing. So you've got to surround yourself with positive people. You got to surround yourself with Primericans. I'm telling you, this business is so much more fun when you are surrounded by thousands and thousands and thousands of other Primericans, which we're going to be doing in what, just 50 days? 52 days. So that was my plug for convention. If you are not registered yet, get off your butt, stop being lazy, get your butt registered, because I'm telling you, if you are on Zoom for Primerica versus in person, it is a completely different business. And you've got to plug into the power source, and that power source is convention, getting around good people. So that is all I got. Now I get to introduce you guys to an awesome person. I think he's pretty darn cool. I am telling you, this individual is not only great with people, he is coachable. And because he's coachable, his team is coachable to him, right? Because he listens and studies the business and gets better. He has been closing. He's been making money. He is the top person in the One More Time team. And I am so freaking excited because he is one of my favorite people in Primerica, guys. Put your hands together for the one, the only Haziel.
Tiffany, appreciate it. Thank you very much. And good morning to all of you. Hey, listen, we're about to enter a drill for skill session. So be prepared to unmute your mics because we're going to be going around the room. But I'm going to go ahead and set up the stage because Tiffany, she did a great job explaining all that. And realistically, you can do this as a hobby, a job, a career, or a business. I don't know about y'all, but I'm here to build a business. So we're going to talk about business building, and we're going to talk about doing it through a particular way, which is through beneficiaries. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to run through something called the beneficiary referral system, or the beneficiary script. And I'm going to explain what it is to you so that you understand, and we kind of have a stage set, so to speak. So let's take a look here. This is the beneficiary referral system, okay? And you may be asking, what is it? Simply put, it's a fancier way to get referrals. Not only is it a fancier way to get referrals, but it is a legitimate problem within the industry that we are in. Because whether you realize it or not, millions of death claims go unpaid by insurance companies, and they don't care, right? That's just more money in their pockets that they don't have to pay out. But here at Primerica, we're different because we do care. If one of our clients passes away, we want to make sure that family gets that claim, that money, right? 92% of our claims are paid within the first 14 days. That's unheard of in this industry. I kid you not. I personally know some people who are still fighting for the proceeds to a death claim check from years ago. And then on the other hand, I have personally delivered a check to one of my clients who passed away, and it was within 14 days. That's an indescribable feeling, being able to be there for families in a time of need. Okay, but how would you like to build a business where you're consistently doing $5,000, $10,000 in personal premium every single month? This is a way to do it, and it's a simple way. Now, in order for this to work, you have to follow the whole system. You can't skip steps here and there because it's lined up perfectly, okay? And it'll all make sense. But as long as you're coachable to this and you do it pretty much verbatim or close to it, you got an explosion on the way. And it all starts when you close a life sale. I'm sure some of you out there have closed a life sale or are on your way to closing business. And when we close a life sale, we get beneficiaries, don't we? Absolutely. We get beneficiaries, primary and contingent. And we also, at times, get emergency contacts. Okay. So how to use it? If you don't get any beneficiaries when you're on an appointment, or excuse me, if you don't get referrals when you're on an appointment, you're now unemployed the next day because you have nowhere to go, right? If you're not getting referrals after your appointments, you're shooting yourself in the foot because you're starting from square one again. You gotta go get that next appointment, and then you gotta go get referrals. You gotta start all over. It kills momentum. I like my momentum to be built up and just feed off one of another, one appointment to the next, to the next, to the next. And that's how you can build a business doing this. But when you close a sale, the objective is to get beneficiaries and referrals. We have space for a primary beneficiary. We have space for contingent beneficiaries. And then furthermore, if you want more referrals, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Client, we also need 3 emergency contacts. In case for any reason we can't get in touch with your beneficiaries, we need somebody who you like and trust who would do right by you. That's about 5 referrals off rip right there, right offhand. Okay. And then from there, we're going to set up the stage as to how to contact those referrals. But the key ingredient in doing so and making it smooth is having that client reach out to their beneficiaries or reach out to their emergency contacts in order to give them a heads up that you are going to be contacting them. Okay. So taking their credibility that they have with that beneficiary emergency contact and using it to get into the door, to not only deliver this information, which is very important, but also give you the opportunity to write more business or find your next explosion by recruiting them. Okay. And then from there, you begin the whole process all over again. Now, I'm going to be swapping back and forth from this to another presentation because I want to simplify things for you. But the moral of the story is this system is in place. The scripts are outlined, right? It's pretty much a plug and play type of thing. And if you follow it, you will get more appointments. And if you follow it, you will close more business. And if you follow it, you will get more teammates who see the need and importance of what it is that we do. So I'm going to stop share right here, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to jump over to this other screen because we're going to simplify things. And then we're going to jump into a little drill for skill action. Let's see here. We all like simple, right? I like simple. So let's keep it simple here. Building through beneficiaries. The objective is simple. More opportunities to recruit your next explosion and close business. The process, like I mentioned, hey, you're on an appointment. Every appointment should lead to new opportunities for business. You're getting these beneficiaries, we ID them, and then we set up that call. We plant that seed and we have the client do it for us. And I'll show you exactly how. Then we set up that new appointment with the beneficiary and we go to work. So planting the seed, this is important, okay? When you're on an appointment and you're getting the beneficiaries, this is what I say to them. I keep it simple. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Client, now that we have your beneficiaries listed, what I need you to do is text them or call them and give them a heads up that I'll be reaching out. Okay. So the text looks similar to this. Hey, Shantae, I just applied for life insurance and I listed you as a beneficiary or emergency contact. My agent Haziel is going to reach out. My agent Haziel is going to reach out to give you some important information. Be sure to take their call. Now, keep in mind, if somebody's listing another person as their beneficiary, more than likely they have credibility, they're trustworthy, right? They're serious. So if they're contacted and said, hey, take a call from somebody who is going to talk to you about being a beneficiary, more than likely they're going to take your call. Okay, so it's an easy layup. Now, what does that call look like? Again, if you've never heard of the beneficiary script, we do have it on POL, Ask Your Trainer, but this is a simplified version of it. Hey, so-and-so, this is blah, blah, blah. Friends, well, I'll go ahead and insert names. Hey, Alan, this is Haziel. I'm friends with Tiffany. Did she mention I'd give you a call? Yes or no? If you planted that seed, yes. If you planted that seed, then yes, they're aware you're going to call. And then boom, it's closing time. Great. The reason I'm calling is because Tiffany recently applied for life insurance and listed you as a beneficiary or emergency contact. What I need to do is grab about 15 minutes with you in order to get some important information in your hands as the beneficiary or emergency contact. And then you close. Which day would be better, today or tomorrow? Monday or Wednesday? 6 or 8? The alternative choice, okay? Now, before we for skill, there are a couple possible objections, but it's not many. These are the possible objections that I have gotten. Can you email me the information? And listen, this is where you be human, but you also be confident. Confidence is key. If you're calling up the beneficiary and for whatever reason they say, hey, can you email me the information? Hey, Shakisha, realistically, I could, but I'd like to put a face to a name as well as answer any questions that you may have. Okay. So would today or tomorrow be better? It'll only be about 15 minutes. And then close. Okay. The other objection? Can
That's
you tell me
good,
over
Haz.
the phone? Appreciate it. The other objection, can you tell me over the phone? Hey, Michael, if I had the time to, I would, but I'm tied up right now. I'd also like to put a face to a name as well as answer any questions you may have, and then close. Okay, so we just keep it simple. But let's go back up top to the actual call. Let's say we already got beneficiaries identified. The client already texted or called them, so they know you're reaching out. And now it's time to reach out in order to set up that next appointment / beneficiary or emergency drop off. Before I start calling on people, does anybody have the guts to come out and give it a shot? Just come off mute and go for it.
I'm always up
Let's
for
go,
it.
Haziel.
There we go. There we go. I heard of several people. Who the loudest one I heard was Shanika. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Let's go, Shanika.
All right. I'm sorry first.
Yep, you got it.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, Haziel, this is Shanika. I'm friends with Alan. Did he mention that I'll be calling you today?
Yeah, he actually did, Shanika.
Awesome. Well, that's great. The reason why I'm calling is because Alan recently applied for life insurance and listed you as the beneficiary, i.e. also emergency contact. What I need to do is grab about 15 minutes with you in order to get some important information in your hands as the beneficiary. Do you have about 15 minutes?
I don't have 15 minutes right now, but yes.
That's absolutely perfect. Well, we can, if you have, not if you have, well, I have Tuesday and I have Thursday. We could just get together for about 15 minutes. I can gather the information, put a face to a name, and then I can answer any questions that you may have. What day sounds best for you?
You say you have Tuesday available?
Yep, I have Tuesday and I have 5 and 6 available.
Let's do Tuesday at 6.
All right, Tuesday at 6. So I'll make sure to send over the confirmation, let you know, again, confirm, and then I'll see you on Tuesday at 6.
Perfect. Appreciate it. Good job, Shanika.
No problem.
And keep in mind, when we're getting these beneficiaries, we pretty much got all their information up front. We got their name, we got their address, we got their phone number, we got their email. So you don't need any of that stuff right here, right? Now, the other person I heard was either Michael or Jim. Which one was it?
I was me. I spoke up. I don't know if Michael wants
Let's
to go.
go.
Otherwise, I will.
Let's go, Jim.
All right, Hazi. Hey, Hazi. This is Jim Fawcett. I'm friends with your friend Alan. Did he mention that reaching out to you?
Yeah, he did. He actually did, Jim.
Perfect. Hey, why I'm calling is because Alan had recently applied for some life insurance and he listed you as a beneficiary emergency contact. So what I need to do is get about 15 minutes of your time to get together, give you some information and answer any questions you might have about your role as that. Are you available either Tuesday or Wednesday this week to do so?
Yeah, I could do Wednesday. I could do Wednesday.
Wednesday, I have a 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Are either of those good?
We could do 8 p.m.
Hey,
All right.
I'm sorry. Hey, Jim, you're doing a great job. Just blank or blank, which one's better for you? Blank or blank, which one's better for you? Is any of them good? Because they're not going to answer that.
Condense it. Simplify.
Sorry.
like
Go ahead, Jim.
No worries, Hazi. You said Wednesday at 8 o'clock?
Wednesday at 8 o'clock.
Perfect. I will get back together with you Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Like I said, about 15 minutes, share some information with you and answer any questions you might have. Looking forward to it, Hazi. Have a good day.
Sounds good. Hey, Jim, if somebody said, no, I wasn't expecting your call, what would you do?
I would say, oh, no worries. Hey, why I'm calling is because. Just
Perfect.
go anyways.
Good. That's what I was looking for. Don't let it knock you off your rocker. If they weren't expecting a call, hey, no problem. The reason I'm calling, and then just get right into it. No big deal. Okay. So I'm gonna start calling on people. Let's see. Quanisha, you're unmuted. You there? You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's go, Quanisha.
Hey, Hazi, this is Quanisha. I am friends with Alan. Did he mention I would give you a call?
No, he actually didn't, Quanisha.
Oh, well, no problem. The reason I'm calling is because Alan recently applied for life insurance and listed you as a beneficiary. What I need to do is grab about 15 minutes with you in order to get some important information in your hands as a beneficiary. Are you Which day is better for you, today or tomorrow?
Well, Quenisha, is this something you can just email me?
Haziel, realistically, I could, but I would like to put a face to the name as well as answer any questions that you may have. So is today or tomorrow better for you?
All right, I guess I could do tomorrow.
All right, Haziel, I have for tomorrow 6 or 8 p.m. Which works better for you?
Actually, neither of those. I'll be tied up at those times.
All right, Haziel, let me look at my schedule real quick because it is a little tight and busy. I can probably squeeze you in about 1 or 3 p.m. tomorrow, which works better.
I could do 3.
All right, Haziel, can't wait to see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Have a great day.
Sounds good. I threw a little curveball in there for you. Good job adjusting, though. Hey, no, 6 or 8, I can't do either. Okay, let me check my schedule. I like how you said, hey, I'm a little tied up. I'm a little busy. I can squeeze you in at this time or that time. Good job. Hey, and Alan, Tiffany, John, if y'all want to jump in at any point in time and have any coaching tips, absolutely, by all means, let's do that. Let's see here. Latanja, you there?
I'm here, obviously.
You ready?
Okay. Hi,
Let's go, Latanja.
Haziel. This is Latanja, friends with Alan. Did he mention I would be giving you a call?
He actually did. He did, Latanja.
Okay, great. The reason I'm calling is because Alan recently applied for life insurance and listed you as a beneficiary, emergency contact. What I need to do is, hold on.
You got it.
What-
You got it.
What I need to do is grab about 15 minutes with you in order to get some important information in your hands as the beneficiary or emergency contact. Would today at 3 be good, or tomorrow at 4? Which one
I
would
can
be
do
good for you?
I can do tomorrow at 4.
Okay, great. I'll give you a call tomorrow at 4. Have a great day.
All right, thanks, Latanja. We're gonna run that back. I put you on the spot. I put you on the spot, and you had a little bit of nerves in there. But now that you got one practice in, that confidence is up there. Because remember, confidence is key when it comes to this. If you're calling them with a wavering voice, they're gonna be like, I don't know, maybe. The confidence is key. So take a
Okay.
deep breath. Take a deep breath, and let's run.
Okay.
You know this. You ready?
Yes.
Go for it.
Hi, Haziel. This is Latanja, friends with Alan. Did he mention I would be giving you a call?
Hey, Latanja, he actually did.
Great. The reason I'm calling is because recently Alan applied for life insurance and listed you as a beneficiary emergency contact. What I need to do is grab about 15 minutes of your time in order to get some important information in your hands as a beneficiary or contact. Would today at 3 be good, or tomorrow at 4? Which one would be good for you?
I could do today at 3.
Okay. I'll see you today at 3. Have a great day.
Okay, great. Latanja, you see how much better that was? Even just that little minor, reset, if you will. So much better. Good job with that. Good job. Good job. Let me see. I was about to say smiley. Ivana, are you on here?
Yes, sir.
I love it. You want to give this a shot? I'm gonna throw some
Okay.
objections your way too.
Okay. Hey, Haziel, this is Ivana. I'm friends with Alan. Did he mention I will be giving you a call today?
He actually didn't, Ivana.
Oh, well, no problem. The reason why I'm calling you today is because Alan recently applied for life insurance and listed you as a beneficiary, i.e. emergency contact. What I need to do is grab about 15 minutes with you in order to get some important information in your hands as the beneficiary. Would you be available to meet with me today or tomorrow?
My schedule's a little bit tight, Ivana. Is this something could you just tell me right now over the phone?
Realistically, Haziel, it would be definitely better to meet with you face to face so I can put a face to the name and just explain any questions that you may have for me. So would you
Okay.
be available Would tomorrow or today be better for you?
I can do today.
Okay.
Actually, no, tomorrow. Tomorrow would be better. I'm sorry.
All right, that's okay, no problem. Would tomorrow at 4 or 6 be better for you?
Tomorrow at 6.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow at 6. I'll send you the Zoom link soon.
Okay, perfect. Good
Okay.
job. I hid the answer to the objection, but you did good remembering it. Now, one thing I would do when it comes to setting these appointments, if we do and when we do have the emails from the client, I would just confirm that email. Hey, can you confirm that this is your email? You know, that way we'll make sure if it's a Zoom appointment, we're sending it to the right place. Or if we're doing it in person, hey, can you confirm your address for me, please? And then do it that way. But good job, Ivana. Bailey, you in there?
Yes, I'm right here.
Bailey, you ready?
Yes.
Let's go, Bailey.
Hey, Halsey. This is Bailey. I'm friends with Alan. Did he mention I'd be giving you a call today?
He did. Bailey, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Awesome. So the reason I'm calling is because Alan recently applied for life insurance and he listed you as the beneficiary or an emergency contact. And what I need to do is grab about 15 minutes with you in order to get some important information in your hands as the beneficiary. Do you have time either tomorrow at 4 or Monday at 3?
No, actually, I don't have time either of those days.
Okay, well, let me check my schedule for just a second. It's kind of busy, so let me see when I can slide you in there.
Okay.
Okay, I have Monday at 5 or Wednesday at 4.
I could do
Hey,
Wednesday.
Bailey, you're doing a great job. I'm going to reiterate something again. Everybody in here, I really recommend you practice closing, right? You practice. Some of you are like being like, would Wednesday work? Would Tuesday, Thursday? Hey, listen, Bailey, I think there's 2 times that I have open in my schedule right now. One is Wednesday and one's Thursday. Which one of those days will be better for you to free up 15 minutes so we can meet?
Okay.
It's always which one would be better for you. Like if you'd say that to somebody, the human brain starts to pick which day's better.
Yeah.
It doesn't even know why or how or who or what. But if you say, hey, would you be able to free up some time on Wednesday or Thursday? The human brain says, no, I'm busy. And it says no. So no matter what you're doing, which one's better for you? You can do it in a nice way. Don't be so stern like I am, but you want to just say, hey, that's awesome. Yeah, I got 2 times I can meet you. One is Wednesday, one's Wednesday and one's Thursday. Which one's better for you? And I wouldn't even give them the times yet on the first go round. They said, well, Thursday afternoon, I'd be great. Oh, good. Let me look here. I have 4 and I have 5. Which one would be better for you? Like, and as soon as you start to do that, the brain picks a time, it picks a better. And I even got to the point where I started saying, hey, I know you guys are busy, but which one will be better for you guys to adjust your schedule and free up 15 minutes? Monday afternoon or Wednesday afternoon? Which one's better for you? It's like the more specific you get on that, the more the brain just starts to free it up. Sorry, but that will help everybody when Hazi comes to you. But you're all, I mean, practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect, and you guys are doing that. Keep it up. Go ahead, Bailey. So do everything. Just start over that one closing commitment, Bailey.
Okay. So, Halsey, all I need is about to grab 15 minutes with you. Would Wednesday or Thursday work better for you?
Thursday would work for me.
Okay. So would Thursday at 3 be fine?
I can do 3.
Hey, Bailey, no, you're doing so good, Bailey. You're doing so good. Go back. Bailey, 2 times. Which one? So great. Thursday at 3 or Thursday at 6? Which one would be better for you?
So Thursday at 3 or Thursday at 6, Halsey?
I could do Thursday at 6.
Okay, perfect. I will call you then.
Okay, sounds good. Good job. Hey, Alan, I'm glad you brought that up because I literally took a note. Bailey said, do you have time? I wrote that down and circled it. When I heard that, I'm like, no, I'm busy. I don't have time. So what Alan said, hey, which would be better, Monday or Tuesday? Okay, start with the day and then throw in that time. You threw in the time just like you said, but you forgot that second one. Keep in mind, alternative choice. Monday, Wednesday, 6 or 8. Good job, Bailey. Good job.
Yeah. And Hazi, to add to that, I called my doctor or my dentist this past week and I said, hey, I need to get in there to come see you guys. I need to clean and it's been a while. Okay, hold on. Let me check my schedule. We have Monday and Wednesday available. I go, okay. Wednesday looks better. The only times we have open, the doctor's real busy, are 9 and 11. I go, no, neither one of those times work for me. They go, oh, The only other times we have available are 11, 30, and 12. Like, they just trained to do that over. They don't ever say, they pretty much could have said, hey, we got the whole morning open. But they didn't say that because then they sound like a loser that nobody wants to go to that dentist. Are you with me?
Absolutely.
So you want to be busy. Even when I had nothing going on in if I was some of you are like sitting here going, this training's phenomenal, but I just need to close the dang life sale so I can get to the beneficiary daggum part. And that's true. But I used to take my calendar out like this and go, okay, you can't see this, but I'd fold it up and go, okay, let me check. Ooh, exciting week, man. Exciting week going on. Oh, it looks like Wednesday evening or Wednesday and Friday after work, I can squeeze you in. Which one's better for you guys? They go, Friday. Friday. Let me see. Okay. Oh, yeah. I got a slot open at 7:15, and I had nothing in my calendar, but I would make it look like I had a lot going on. Are you guys with me?
Mm-hmm.
What do people look for is the 3 C's, and make sure, Haziel, you go to Michelle here in a second too, because she keeps raising her hand, jumping out of her chair, ready to go. But clear, concise, and confident. Look, Tanja, when you did yours, you were so much more confident on the second one. Imagine if you practiced that 10 times. And that doesn't just go for her. That was a real live example. The biggest award that I ever got, my son got it last night in a pole vault thing, or for track meet, and he got the most improved player. That's what every one of you are looking for right now. I want to be the most improved. If Alan has an award at the convention and it says the most improved player of the last 50 days, I want that award. Because that means you weren't doing it, you started doing it, and good things are happening. Are you guys with me?
Absolutely.
We're not looking for most outstanding players yet. You could be most outstanding player when you've got a pipeline of people and you're doing a 50 by 50. You guys with me? And you're doing 50 recruits a month and averaging 100 families help. But you got to get this puppy off the ground. It takes clear, concise, and confidence. And by the way, a couple of you've already asked me, can I get the scripts for this? Yes, we will. Everybody in the Zoom, we will put the script out for both of these, so you guys have that, so you can practice it and get prepared. Because I promise you, Haziel, tell them the story, the one you did this week, what the beneficiary said when you came to see him that made you feel good on the inside.
Yeah, I dropped one off earlier this week, and after explaining everything, the gentleman was like, hey, I appreciate that you did this because I'm beneficiaries on several other policies for my family members, and none of them have ever reached out to me and let me know that I was a beneficiary.
Come on.
I don't know any information about their policy. If they passed, I wouldn't know what to do other than I'm the beneficiary. So this is serious stuff. It may not seem like it, but this is serious. And when it comes down to that day where somebody does pass, if your things are not in order, it can get messy, right? So we are doing a tremendous benefit for clients in this, okay? And you should feel good about that. But let's keep it rolling.
I had a quick question. So I know we have the forms for the emergency contact and the beneficiary. So do we have a format for our contact information that we give to the beneficiary or the emergency contact, or we kind of just email it?
Yes, so we have a form for both the beneficiaries and the emergency contacts. And what it has is the insured's information, the beneficiary's information, and then our information as the agent. We give it to them for them to place on file, and we keep one ourselves. That way, in case anything were to happen, all they need to do is pick up that paper, give you a call, and you go to work for your client. So it's simple and straightforward.
And John put that in the chat here, guys, so you can download them real quick and have them saved on your computer for sure. Haziel, get to the point, if you would, of when if you don't mind, transition for the last few minutes we have here, and get a couple scenarios of once they deliver the stuff, how they transition that into possibly getting an appointment with the next person.
Absolutely. Boom, got you right there. So transitioning to a new KT, it's simple. After you deliver that form to them, they're appreciative. They're like, hey, thank you, just like that guy was. And you just simply drop it in there. You're already on the topic about insurance. Hey, by the way, Michelle, who do you currently carry your life insurance through? And then wait. And then boom, we're back to square one of the 3 reasons. I have something, I don't have something, or I have something, I don't have something, I have it through work, whatever. And you got to be prepared to handle those objections. Let's say I have something. Hey, Michelle, that's great. Who do you currently, or what do you currently have? You ask a few more questions.
I
what do you currently have, Michelle?
I don't have insurance right now.
Really?
Yeah, no one ever talked to me about insurance. So
Oh, wow.
you're
Okay.
the first person.
Well, Michelle, I really found out there's 3 reasons why somebody as responsible as you doesn't have life insurance. They didn't think they needed it. They didn't think they could afford it, or they really just never got around to it. Which one of those is
Yeah.
you?
I would say I never got around to it.
Wow. Well, Michelle, I'm glad we are speaking today, because if that's something of importance, I would definitely help you get around to it. You have about 15 minutes?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Let me show you who we are, what we do, and then boom, you're into another presentation. You just got a new KT from a beneficiary.
All right.
You see how simple this can be?
It can be.
Yeah, yeah. And let's say they have insurance. Hey, Michelle, one of the things that we do is show clients how to get more value for the money they're spending. Would you be open to that if I could help you?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, great. And then boom, you're taking a little bit of information. What do you have? How much are you spending? Who is it through? Do you have the policies? And now you have policies to review, and you have a new KT to go back and crush. And then guess what? We repeat that whole process over and over again, right? So that's a simple way to build the business. So Michelle, since I have you right now, why don't you ask me that question? You just delivered the referral sheet or the beneficiary, and I'm about to leave.
Okay, so Haziel, who do you currently have your life insurance through?
I actually just got a policy, a whole life policy last month. It's the kind where they say you can invest into it, and I'm stoked about it. So I'm covered.
A whole life policy. If I could show you how to get more benefit for your buck, would you be interested in hearing what I have to offer?
I don't think you could, but if you, yeah, I'd be open to it.
You give me a shot?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool. So could I come back over here about maybe Tuesday or Thursday?
Those 2 days, I'm busy. Tuesday and Thursday, I'm tied up.
Okay, let me check my schedule real quick. It's getting busy. How about Wednesday?
No, Wednesday can't do.
Michelle,
remember, alternate of choice.
2 days. How about Monday or Friday?
I could probably squeeze Friday in.
Friday. How about 3 p.m. or 5 p.m.?
Let's do 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Okay, so I'll see you Friday at 3 p.m. to go over this stuff with you.
Okay, let's do it. Michelle, can I throw a couple of things in there for you?
Absolutely.
Good job closing on it. But before, or when I said I had something, before jumping right into the close, which is good, you got that closing mentality, pat them on the back.
Okay,
Hey,
for having something.
Yeah, hey, I'm so glad
okay.
you have something. I knew somebody as responsible as you would have some coverage. So good job there.
Okay.
But let me ask you, Michelle, if I could provide you more value for what you're spending, is that something you would be open to?
Sure.
Yeah, of course, cool. And then when it comes to closing, hey, remember that confidence. Okay, you got to be confident when you're closing. All right. Hey, Michelle, my schedule this week is pretty busy, but I could squeeze you in Monday or Wednesday. Would either of those, which one would work better for you?
Wednesday works.
Wednesday. Okay, great. So do me a favor, send me over that policy information. I'll take a review. I'll take a look at it. And then Wednesday, we'll get back together and we'll discuss it. Okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. Great. Good job, Michelle.
Hey, Ozzy, can
Any
I bring
tips there?
real quick?
Yeah, please. I was just about to ask. Go ahead.
Hey, so we're at the appointment, right? We're talking to him right now.
Yes.
Why don't you go ahead and grab that policy so we can take a look and see if you got what you have, right? If I can save you more money right now, would you be open to looking into it? Right? If you're there, strike while the iron's hot, right? Don't set an appointment to set an appointment if you don't need to, right? Fall back on, hey, yeah, I got Wednesday and Thursday available. Which one? Can you free up another 15 minutes, right? Get it now, get it done, because you might not get back in the house, right? Just a little point there.
You're absolutely right about that. So thank you for that, John. Like you said, strike while the iron is hot. While you have that momentum, while you're in the zone, build off of it. If they have that policy available, they know what they have. Hey, why don't you go grab those policies, just like John said, and then go to work. If for any reason they don't, okay, default is the second appointment. But quicker, better, faster is the model in my opinion. Quicker, better, faster. But good job, Michelle. Let's go to let's go to Nia. Nia, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Nia, let's jump back up to this one right here, setting up that beneficiary call.
Hey, Hazi, this is Nia, friends with Alan. Did he mention that I was going to be giving you a call?
He did, Nia, he did.
Oh, great. The reason why I'm calling is because Alan recently applied for life insurance and listed you as a beneficiary. What I need to do is grab about 15 minutes with you in order to get some important information in your hands in your hands as a beneficiary. Is Monday or Wednesday good? Or I have
can do,
Monday and Tuesday available.
I
Which one
like
is
that.
better?
That's a little better.
Atta
That's
girl.
better. I have Monday and Wednesday available. Much better than is Monday or Wednesday better? Let's do Wednesday.
Okay, great. I have 3 or 6 p.m. available.
I could do 6 p.m. Nia.
Okay, that's great. I'll be sending you over the information and I'll get back to you.
Okay, great. Good job. Hey, Nia, you're on your way to being licensed, aren't you?
Yeah.
Listen, you practice this during the licensing process, you're going to be ready to fire off once you are licensed and closing business. You're going to have
Thank you.
unlimited business to go see. You won't know what to do. It's a good challenge, though. Let's see. Marlon, where you at? Marlon, don't tell me you snuck out of here.
No, I'm right here, my man. How you doing?
Okay. What's up, Marlon? I'm doing good. Hey, Marlon, we're at the beneficiary appointment. You just delivered the sheet to me. Go ahead and set up another appointment. How would you do that?
Hazi, you know what? Thanks for seeing me today, man. Jim thought so highly of you to make you his beneficiary. So are you beneficiaries?
Who are my beneficiaries?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean?
Well, I assume a guy like you, who's a good friend of Jim, has insurance in place, don't you?
I actually don't, Marlon.
You don't. May I ask you why you don't have anything in place? Do you think it was too expensive or didn't have time or just never got around to it?
I mean, I didn't really think about it, to be honest, Marlon.
You know, that's a common mistake among just Americans. We think we have more time. So let's take some time right now to get you set up to make sure your family's taken care of in the future. We can do that right now if you have time, or we can do it Thursday or Saturday. Which day is better for you?
I don't have time right now. I figured I only had 15 minutes set aside, so we can't do it now. But is there any way you can send me some information?
You know, it's a very personalized program we have that we really sit down and focus in on what you need. So Thursday or Saturday, which one is better?
If we had to, I would do Thursday.
Thursday, perfect. And I have Thursday at 1 p.m. or Thursday at 7 p.m. Which one is better?
7 p.m. And what are we going to be covering, Marlon?
So how you're going to prepare for your future. You have a spouse, Hazi?
No, I was about to say I got a couple, but no, I don't.
Okay, so perfect. It'll be you and I on Thursday at 7. Bring some paper and pencils so we can take some notes and get your program set up for you personally to get your future the way you want it. I see them and thank you.
Okay. Alan, I saw you taking some notes over there. Any thoughts?
Yeah, some of y'all should be closing more business, I think. Hey,
sure,
Marlon,
Josh
good. I would
agree.
slow down though a little bit, Marlon. Slow that down. Everything was good. Well, everything was pretty good, but slow that down and just stick to the script. The thing about Primerica is this: is you want to be duplicatable, yes or no? Yep. I've always, I could do one heck of a presentation for 2 hours on the awesomeness of Primerica, but if Bailey watches me do it and go, man, I could never be as good as Alan, then we got a problem. Are you with me? I want Nia, who's brand new, by the way. Hey, you didn't even go to Shantae. Shantae's the only person in here who's gotten 3 recruits and 3 life sales in the last 7 days. She's almost got her 3x3,000 done her first week, and you're letting her off the hook, Kazi. That's the best one we got, but we'll come back to her in a minute.
She's
not
better than us. She'll need to practice.
We're saving the best for last. She is not off the hook. You hear that, Shantae?
Hey,
so be
she
ready.
ain't even mastered this yet. Hey, but wait till she does. But hey, I'm just excited because you got to be duplicatable and you got to be simple. The best compliment I ever get when people go, "Hey, you're not even really that good," and I love that because if they think that, guess what they believe? I could do this. If they hear me say, hey, there's a challenge in the life insurance industry and a lot of claims aren't getting paid, they don't get paid for two reasons. One, beneficiaries don't know their beneficiaries, or two, beneficiaries don't know who to call or what to do, just like Hazi's client the other day. So we're being proactive to make sure as a company that doesn't happen to any of our clients. You know how good people feel when you do that? Right? You could add all kind of extra stuff to this. And Haz, you did a phenomenal. Can you give Hazi a hand? I mean, it's evident Hazi's doing the business right now. I love people that do training, and you can always tell people that are doing training on stuff they're not doing, but they did 10 years ago. And that is not, write this down. Two things I want to give you. EOMO. Each one make one. You need to have a mindset. EOMO. Each one make one. Everything you do to lead should lead to something else, yes or no? Right? If Shantae got 3 recruits this week, that should make next week easier, better, bigger. Are you with me? Why? Because she got the 3 without the 3. Now she got the 3. Imagine what she could do appointments-wise this week. Now we all know the Primerica deal. Half those 3 are going to quit before the ink dries. I don't know why, but people quit everything. The average graduation rate in America today, is a lot of graduations going on, is less than 40% of people that start a 4-year institution, finish a 4-year institution. That doesn't mean it doesn't work. It just means people quit everything. Don't even get me going about marriages. It's even worse. So it has nothing to do with it. You got to understand the business that we're in. We're in the people business. I want you, John Maxwell, write this down. This will help you remember what I'm about to tell you. And I had a good video, but we're going to have to save that for next week. It's called the pipeline video. Oh, you're going to love the pipeline video. Because how many of you want to build a pipeline where business recruits, premium money just come in? I love when John and Tiff said, oh, we got a nice little check just last night. But all I can think about when they say that is I got to get John and Tiff to Jim Meyer level. If they got a check, guess what that means? Jim Meyer got a bigger check, right? And a funner check. You know, it is what it is. And so that's a pipeline. That pipelines believe all the work, I get a kick out of when I forget whatever election it was, when they were arguing about a pipeline. I don't even know what it was, but don't get me going. But they were talking about some pipeline to whatever. And all I could think about is, man, they put it in the front of that pipeline. It takes almost a year to come out the other side of the pipeline across the US. Are you with me? So they got to put a bunch of stuff in. It doesn't come out right away. It comes out later. And that's our business. The work you're putting in today on a Saturday morning ain't going to come out tomorrow the other side of the pipeline as an expert. Guess when it's going to come out? That stuff, Latanja, you worked on today, 3 months from now, you'll be doing an appointment on your own and go, oh my word, I got a beneficiary. Look at this. They got, oh, what the crap was that Hazi was talking about? Beneficiary. Oh yeah, beneficiary. And it's going to come out of your mouth and you're going to be an expert. See, that's the business that we're in. And so I challenge you. There's something John Maxwell says. John Maxwell wrote a lot of books. Any books of John Maxwell so far that I've read, I've loved. They had a lot of great points there. But in one of them, he wrote something called the Law of 5. The Law of 5. How many want to be a phenomenal prospector? How many want to be a phenomenal business owner? How many want to make a huge impact? Don't forget, we make no money unless we deliver for a family. When Hazi told me that story this week, I was like, that's got to be Training Saturday, because people forget. You think you're just doing a close, but yet there's somebody out there who's a beneficiary on a bunch of policies and don't even know who to call or what to do. And by the way, Hazi and I have learned this from trial and error. We've screwed up a couple of these, haven't we, Haz? We had one of our clients come in, not close it a year ago, and we never updated their beneficiary of somebody who ain't in the family no more. And you could only imagine the turmoil that caused. So you got to stay. It's so important, right? To make sure this goes. So the Law of 5 works this way. And you need to understand this. If I gave, has anybody ever, who swung an axe? An axe. Like, okay, Tamika, you were the first female I saw that swung an axe. You're going to have to now explain why you're out there swinging axes, Tamika. Ivana, you better talk to your mom, find out what's going on here.
Yes, sir.
Tamika, tell me about you swinging an axe.
I have swung an axe chopping up wood at my grandmother's house.
Okay. You were here, Tamika. You just went to here in my book. I want you to know. You just jumped by a lot of people in this daggum Zoom. But anyway, so here's the law. If I have a huge oak tree in the front yard, if I gave Tamika a big sharp axe, and I said to Tamika, hey, Tamika, every day you get to take 5 swings at this oak tree. It's a pretty big one, Tamika. Can we agree Tamika is going to go into the first day knowing there ain't no way in God's green earth that this tree is coming down? But Tamika also knows if she swung an axe, and I'm just so impressed with her right now, if she swung an axe and chopped down some trees, that if I let her come over every day and take 5 swings at this tree, what is eventually going to happen, Tamika?
It's gonna come down.
It don't even matter how dull my axe is, how sharp my axe is. Eventually that tree's coming down. And that's the law of 5. If you do anything every day consistently for 5 days, success is inevitable. Hey, you want to have freedom in your life? Talk to 5 people a day about your business. Listen to 5 audios. Write down 5 goals. Do some of the things that you heard this morning. And success is a guaranteed conclusion. It's not a maybe, but you and I both know America lacks discipline. Can we agree? Everybody lacks discipline. We live in a microwave society, which is why you got to be careful. Is a microwave society says, I recruit Bailey today, but Bailey wants to be rich tomorrow. She wants to hit start on the microwave. 8 minutes later, she comes out with a lottery ticket. Nothing works that way that's worthwhile. Right? What does the diet industry make billions off of? A pill that if you take this pill tomorrow, you'll be skinny and perfect. And everybody buys it, everybody takes it, and nobody gets it. Are you with me? What is the secret? It's time and consistency. It's the 5 a day. It's 5. Man, spend time every single day working on your business. I heard somebody, I think it was Tiffany when she opened up, she talked about a business. A business gets results. That's what, if a business doesn't get results, a business is out of business. And the challenge is, some of you are new and you may not realize Nia is one of the newest people we have here. Nia, you are a business owner today. You have a shot at building an incredible business. But if you don't get results, guess what's going to happen, Nia? You are going to be out of business. Right? You make progress every single, you plug in I'm so pumped for you guys plugging and say right now in the other room, you probably hear him, but Jimmy's in the other room doing one with his base shop, a drill for skill on different things. And you know as well as I do, we'll have twice as many people there on Tuesday night as we do on Saturday because the rubber meets the road when everybody wants to win. Well, wait. You mean you want me to show up on Saturday? I'll do anything to be a business owner, to have a pipeline. Oh, I got to put stuff in that pipeline and wait 2 months for it to come out? Yeah. Brittany, I will tell you this too, because you were also on my new excited list. I'm excited for you duplicating what you're seeing Shantae and Shanika and the team work on, is focusing on what do we need as a team? We need some examples of people doing 3x3 in their first 2 weeks. The more examples we have of that, the more that's going to come out. Man, it may be 1 or 2 or 3 this week, but next month it'll be 7 or 10. And the month after that, it'll be 30 people coming out, and 4 of them will be on Nia's team. And Nia won't even know what she's doing, except for she got better every day. She put people into the pipeline, and she did her best job to be a student of the business. And everything will come your way. So I challenge you guys. Hey, a lot of you have registered for the convention already. There's a few of you that haven't done that yet. I'm not going to call you out, but I would recommend, if you want to build a business, you go ahead and get registered. And leaders, make sure you help them get registered. I had somebody this week go, hey, you've been talking about getting registered. How do I get registered? I'm like, well, it's only on the cover of POL, but that's not a good leadership. I said, come here, let me show you. See there? Here, what do you think you hit right here? Oh, maybe register now. That's right. Try that. And you go right through the process and get daggum registered. Not because you need to be registered, but because you're going to win. Right? If Nia just paid $1 million to open up a McDonald's, and they said, hey, you got to go to McDonald's University in Atlanta, July 10th through the 13th to succeed, guess where Nia's going to be? She's going to be in Atlanta. I don't care who's sick, who's dying, whose birthday, who's this. She just put $1 million into a McDonald's. She's going to be in freaking how to win in this business university. Are you with me? And that for us guys is how to win in this business university, because you're going to see example after example. And the next one we're having, by the way, ain't for 3 years. And the one 3 years from now, Shanika, is going to be the 50th anniversary of Primerica. Can you imagine? Some of you will be walking across the stage as $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 income earners, and you're like, I was struggling if I was even going to go to the last convention. 3 years from now, it'll be our 50th anniversary. Man, nothing's going to make me better than so many of you getting a lot of stuff coming out of that pipeline down the road. And when it comes out, it comes out. Are you with me? It's like a well, you start a well pumping back. Tamika, since you used to work on grandma's farm, you know what I'm talking about. If you got a well, you sit there and pump that sucker, nothing happens for about 10 minutes. And then finally you get a little pressure built up, and then it's just, you could barely do it and the water comes out. It's the same thing in our business. All the work is on the front end of our business. It's on the Saturday mornings. It's on Michelle. Michelle's plugging in from freaking Las Vegas right now. It's 6 in the morning when we start this thing at her time, and she doesn't complain at all. Some of you show up late and it's 9 o'clock and you show up at 9:20. Well, it was early. Well, everything's relative. She wants to win. All you got to do is find 3 people that want to win as bad as you want to win, if you want to win bad, and your game is over. But you got to be all in. Hey, a lot of you committed to be part of Jim Meyer's 3x3,000 accountability for part-timers. I'm telling you what, I'm not even going to allow you to put your name on the sheet if you're at 0x0. Right? Because I don't want you to embarrass yourself, number one, but our team and what's coming out of our pipeline, number 2. We got to set the expectation, even though you got to act like you wish it were, guys. And unfortunately, some of you get too caught up in where you're at right now, not where you're going. Thank goodness Jim Meyer didn't look at us for where we were at for 9/10 of our career. He looked at, hey, he's still to this day of what's possible. Where he looks at us for where we're going, and that's what we do for each and every one of you. It's just a matter of who's going to take this information Haziel worked on and master it, license or no license. Man, some of you, maybe this will give you the courage to talk to somebody who's already got life insurance that you never followed up with them. Right? I had one the other day. I checked the beneficiary. The beneficiary's been dead for 4 years if somebody has a policy with me. They're beneficiary. So if they would have died, a dead person's their beneficiary. Well, that's horrible. But imagine and we're trying to make it right. Imagine the companies that don't even give a crap. Guys, we got to go make a difference, and we got to help people. And the good news here is when you help people, you make money. And when you make a lot of money, you help a lot of people. It goes hand in hand together. So whatever your heart is, if it's more heart power, if it's more money motivated, it doesn't matter. What matters is you want to win. Every one of you need a pipeline. Someday, somehow, something's going to happen in your life where you're going to need an income coming in without you working so you can take care of other things, people, family, friends, whatever. And when that time comes, if you haven't done it, you're going to go, man, I sure do wish I'd have busted my butt 3 years ago so I have this pipeline coming in. So I challenge you. Our big impact as a team, as a hierarchy, as a company, as an OMT team is not going to be the impact we make at the 2024 convention. It's going to be at the 2027 national convention. As a matter of fact, if they let you register at 2024 for 3 years from now convention, I'm going to register for 100 rooms. I'm going to save as many as I can because I know we're going to take over and dominate that thing because some of you are going to be sick and tired. You're going to put the work in like all of you and Latanja this morning, get better every single time, and good things are going to happen, guys. So, hey, if you haven't registered for convention, those few of you, let's get that done, and then let us know so that we make sure you get recognized on Tuesday night for that. And then 3x3,000 bare minimum. If you're part of this team, we expect you as a part-timer to do for the month to do 3x3,000, so you can start to make that $1,500 a month and start doing the right things with your money so you can be the example of what you're looking for. Shantae, I'm so pumped. I know Shantae is working hard. She had a COD that she learned about COD, that you had to submit a policy COD in some scenarios, which doesn't give you premium right now, but it gives you premium later a lot of times if everything goes through. Well, otherwise she probably would be at 3x3,000, but still it's just part of the process, little speed bumps on the way to doing something big. So Shantae, I know you're working your tail off on getting that done by Tuesday night so we can recognize you as the newest district leader, the newest 3x3,000, newest freaking example of what we're doing. So you guys put in a little extra effort today, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Shantae. And if you're part of Shantae's team, then you just want to see, hey, she's got the right attitude and putting in the effort. I have to do my best to duplicate that. And if you're not part of Shantae's team, then you got to sit there and go, man, I need to find, as Haziel and I were talking about this morning, a new recruit. A new recruit solves all issues if it's somebody you feel good about and you want to work with and has the right attitude. If not, go get another one, right? They're everywhere right now. And they're more open today than they ever have because of what's going on in the economy. God bless you guys. Thanks for plugging in. Shanika, those of you who have team Zooms or Telegrams and things like that, I'll get to you guys this morning the presentation Haziel used and the first half of the one he used for the other one to make sure you have that so you can spend some time and practice that. If you're not licensed, don't worry about that. Your licensed person will do that. Once you get licensed, we'll get it to you too. So guys, kick butt. Let's have an awesome week. And I look forward to seeing what comes in team-wise, activity, results between now and Tuesday night. We have a shot as a team to really do some good things this next 3 or 4 days going into the last week and a half of the month. So let's get busy, guys. We love you a bunch. Have a great day.